And so just what has President Trump been up to this past week, these past 7 days or so? Quite a lot really. He does get a lot done in a week or a lot announced in a week. And if you count in also all that he undoes, it really does get quite packed, which may be one reason, this history of doing and undoing, that the apparently shock announcement of a proposed 50% tariff on all EU exports to the US was not quite as shocking as it sounds.
I'm not looking for a deal. I mean, we've set the deal, it's at 50%. But again, there is no tariff if they build their plant here.
There's an air of expectancy that some, if not all of this, will be undone, as with the proposed 25% tariff on iPhones made in India or elsewhere. But Trump had his triumphs to announce in DC on return from the Middle East by way of deals worth hundreds of billions of dollars with the Saudis, with the Qatar, with the United Arab Emirates, even if it returned in his same old and now quite old Air Force One presidential aircraft. The offered one from Qatar isn't there yet, and given all the opulence that the Qataris plan to fit into it, it may not be ready until well into Trump's 4-year term, if it ever comes at all, in the face of strong opposition and continuing opposition also from within his own party. But Trump, on return to DC, had another crack at peace between Ukraine and Russia, and this was on Monday.
We just spent 2.5 hours talking to Vladimir Putin, and I think some progress has been made. It's a terrible situation going on over there. 5,000 young people every single week are being killed. So hopefully we did something. We also spoke to the heads of most of the European nations, and we're trying to get that whole thing wrapped up.
Through the course of a 2-hour phone call with President Putin, at the end of which Trump sounded a lot more excited than did Putin, or the more measured tone from the Kremlin about that call. Trump then spoke with Zelensky and with leaders of several European nations of a decision to immediately start negotiations for a ceasefire, but nothing is happening immediately by way of ceasefire, and nothing in that direction through the rest of the week either. Trump had sounded similarly excited after a phone call with Putin that came on February the 12th. He later said he was getting pissed off that things weren't quite happening, and no one is ruling out a similar outcome or a similar expression of an outcome after the call this week. Global fireworks resumed at the White House itself with the visit of South African President Cyril Ramaphosa, whom Trump accused at the White House of white genocide. This was before gathered media, and Trump exhibited a video to back his claim. As it happened, that video did not quite establish what he announced.
We have thousands of stories talking about it. Sure. And we have documentaries, we have news stories, and that. Is Natalie here, somebody here to turn that? I could show you a couple of things, and it has to be responded to.
Yeah, sure.
Let me see the articles, please, if you would, and turn the lights down, and just put this on. It's right behind you, Johan.
There's nothing this parliament can do. With or without you, people are going to occupy land.
These are articles over the last few days. Death of people. Death. Horrible death.
Ramaphosa was a little more cool than was Zelensky in that similar spot, the hot spot earlier. Domestically, this was the week of that one big, beautiful bill that Trump has so long heralded to cut taxes and to cut what is considered wasteful spending, particularly within the Medicaid program in the US. The bill passed the House 215 votes to 214, though 2 Republicans opposed it. It now proceeds to the Senate. Another domestic battle opened up with Trump's order to throw all foreign students out of Harvard University, and that's about 6,800 students, more than a quarter of all the students at Harvard. The university challenged that order in court, and it won an immediate reprieve. It could hardly live with that loss of income after also the federal budget cuts to the university?
Well, we're taking a look at a lot of things. And as you know, billions of dollars has been paid to Harvard. How ridiculous is that? Billions. And they have $52 billion as an endowment. They have $52 billion. And this country is paying billions and billions of dollars and then gives student loans and they have to pay back the loans. So Harvard's going to have to change its ways.
There will be no doubt more on the weekend from Trump, from his golf course or on his way there and back when that door to the press section opens aboard Air Force One. We are all into a 4-year break from weekends.